So, how did I do?
Your training has paid off. Well done, Plastic Disasta.
Hey guys, it is Plastic Disasta, and I want to show you my custom build of the Gundam local type. And right off the bat, I want to say I'm really happy how this one came out. So for this custom, I want to go with the RX-78 prototype color scheme. If you don't know what it is, here is the picture I'm going to show you, so you have the idea what it looks like. And you might be asking, well, why that color scheme? Well, I just thought it seems right, and it's an interesting color scheme to go with the Gundam local type. Originally, I want to go with Clip Jumper from the Transformers franchise, but I was like, nah. What I forgot to mention on my part 1 review is the seam lines I took care of. So there were seam lines on the knees, and they were like pretty bad, so thank goodness I take care of that. And there was also seam lines on the back, the lower legs, and there was also a seam line on the side of the head, and I got rid of it as well. And I also did this trick where you have to, like, you know, remove the vase, cut off like some part of it, and take care of the seam lines. But I ultimately had to get rid of the visor piece, so I think it was kind of worth it. And as for modifications, I believe I chop off some parts of the lower knee joint in order to get rid of that seam line, so that turned out very well. And other than that, I didn't really do much in terms of modification. And if you haven't noticed already, I did replace the side skirt with these missiles. And speaking of which, originally I wanted to mount them either to both left or right side of the arm, but then I looked at the side skirt and I was like, oh, maybe I can work with that. So I ended up making a small peg from the runners, shaved down a bit, glued it on the missiles, and mounted it on the side.
I'm very impressed.
Thanks. And if you haven't seen my part 1 review, go check that out. And if you did, as you may notice, on this left arm right there, you notice that there is a 3mm hole right there. And when I was customizing it, I thought, oh, okay, maybe I could just put a small cannon on it. But then I kind of scrapped the idea, and instead I took the knife from the Zeonic weapon set, and again, I made my own peg and I attached it to the forearm, and I gotta admit, it actually looks pretty good. And as for the shield, I didn't really do much, but I did paint in these yellow dots to make the reference for the RX-78 prototype shield. And as for the sniper, however, I got it from the HG Origin Zaku 2 kit, and I promise you it does fit on the trigger figure hand perfectly.
Enough praising it. Tell them the errors you made on your project.
Okay, maybe the project didn't came out so well. So here are a few errors I made on this one. The yellow on the crotch piece right there. Yes, if you look closely, it does look like a yellow splodge on it. I tried to cover up the best I could. And right over here, the ankle piece, yes, the black around the ankle is hand painted. But when I was like painting it, I thinned the black paint so much it kind of got everywhere, like right above like the ankle. But luckily, I used weathering to kind of cover up my mistakes. So from a distance, it looks okay, and maybe from the close-up, I guess it's not bad. So I guess it's kind of passable, so no complaints there. Speaking of weathering, if you're wondering how do I do it, so I use silver dry brushing on the black, and for the lighter piece, or the light gray, I use black and brown. In conclusion, once again, I'm really happy how this one came out. The color scheme, the parts I added, and the weathering, it goes very well together. If you like what I did, give it a like. If you have any constructive criticism, leave it down in the comments below. I'll be happy to read them. And subscribe as well if you want to see more content. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
That was a pleasant show and tell. And now for the real test. Be ready.
Wait, the Sazabi? Don't I need to build and review it first?
No need to review it. Besides, the real grade is better. Just get ready.
This is getting out of hand. You owe me an explanation.
Fine, if you insist. Keep in mind that we are not allies whatsoever.
Well, duh. I figured.
That blasted shattered glass RX-78 has corrupted your friend TFG.
You fool. You can't escape.
So you're not going to corrupt me?
I do not acquire this ability, but there is something I want to show you.
What happened to the colors?
This is a universe where I'm from. A universe devoid of color. I have created an illusion to make it look like your home.
Why are you showing me all this?
You may not be the brightest, but you can still win this build-off by carrying out my revenge against him.
What if I lose?
Well, not only I get humiliated, but Shattered Glass RX-78 powers grow as part of the agreement. You'll be trapped here in this universe with TFG as a slave for him. He's more sadistic than I am. Good luck, Plastic Disasta.
Hey, wait!